Well, good morning to you all, good morning. Today, 2nd of March 2022. And I'm cheating a little bit here because what I'm showing you is actually the live stream from St Mary the Virgin, Kenton in London, where people are getting ready for a service at the imposition of ashes, because today is Ash Wednesday. That's the day that we start Lent, Lenten observation, all that, or as we say here, Carême. Here in France it's Cendre. And I didn't take my camera with me, but I went to the church of Saint-Cyran. My main job was actually to take somebody there who didn't fancy driving at that time of morning. We got there before dark, before daylight, and we had our own service there. You know, you get up in the morning, you do all the things you're supposed to do, including having a shower and making yourself all nice and clean. And then the vicar, the priest, smears ash on your forehead, makes a sign of the cross using ash. Now, technical sort of points. Here, the ash is made from the twigs that were blessed last year at Rameau, or Palm Sunday, twigs of box, whereas in England I rather suspect they're using the palm crosses that were blessed last year on Palm Sunday. Now, the ash that was used here in France doesn't stick that well. You know, it lasts for the rest of the service, but it is ash and only ash. But my guess is that this dodgy character here, known and loved by many of us, will be using a mixture of ash and oil of chrism, which sticks. Boy, does it stick. You ain't getting that off without scrubbing, which, you know, that's fine. Well, good afternoon. What have I been doing? Well, bits and pieces. Today is the second day of Lent. Yesterday was Ash Wednesday, and I'll stitch together some clips of things about that. Now, on Ash Wednesday, for those of you that don't know, for those of you that have forgotten perhaps, what happens is people go to church and their minister, their priest, their vicar smears a cross on their forehead using ash. Now, if you are a victim of a priest like that in England, the ash will come from burning the palm crosses that were left over or returned or whatever from Palm Sunday last year. Well, if you're in France, or at least if you're in this part of France, they don't use palm crosses, they use twigs, sprigs, little bits of branch from box trees. And yeah, they burn it, they save the ash, and they smudge it all over your forehead in the sign of a cross. So while I was sort of out here, I took a look at the box tree, and yeah, it's got flowers in it, and I just saw, where's it gone? I saw a bee. There we are, there's a bee. We got that in camera. It's always difficult to see what I'm shooting when it's bright out here. The box tree is currently in flower, and when we get around to Palm Sunday, we'll cut some bits out of this tree and share amongst some friends, and they can take it to their priest, and there's all sorts of ritual that has it blessed, and then you put it around the house, and it's a good thing to do, I think. Yeah, there's one or two bees. I can see them. I'm not going to try and shake the camera around to try and follow bees. If you listen, you can hear a very quiet buzzing sound, because around this tree there are lots of bees. It's one of the things about nature, you get different plants that flower at different times, so there's food all year round for the bees. And you do need this diversity of plant in the garden, so that something's flowering and something's fruiting, and it's a process. And yeah, the box is flowering. What Father is doing at the moment, he is marking everyone's forehead with a cross. And as I say, I suspect he's using a mixture of ash and oil of chrism, which sticks.